Tonight, we are hearing from parents about a chaotic morning as police searched for a shooting suspect who was on the loose near their kids' school in South Austin.
The suspect is accused of shooting a woman and an Austin police officer near Zilker Park this morning. And that's where the officer had found a stolen car and called a tow truck. Now, when the tow truck arrived, a man and woman came out of the woods. Police say the man then opened fire, shooting the woman standing in front of him and then the officer. Now, the officer is expected to be okay. The woman has life-threatening injuries. The suspect ran into the Barton Hills community and the search began.
The suspect then broke into a house here and the homeowner shot him in the leg and the arm. And at one point during the search, an Austin ISD police sergeant reported seeing the suspect near Barton Hills Elementary. And that's where KVUE's Brianna Perez is live tonight. Brianna, parents have a lot of questions about how the situation was handled.
Yeah, Marquita, parents have lots of questions and growing concerns about how everything was handled. They say a miscommunication put students at risk and are calling on district and city officials to make changes. Parents at Barton Hills Elementary picked up their kids still reeling from a chaotic morning.
I'm still shaking.
Many now wanting answers after they say a miscommunication led to their children being feet away from the suspect accused of shooting a woman and an Austin police officer Wednesday morning.
How did this happen? Why are kids even being put in this position? Why are families being put in this position? I mean, it was a complete failure on APD's side and AISD side to keep our kids safe.
Starting at 5:20 a.m., Austin police posted on social media that an officer had been shot near Zilker Park. At 6:33 a.m., APD's Warren Central Texas Alert System sent a notice that the shelter-in-place had been lifted, which Police Chief Lisa Davis later said was incorrect. After receiving that alert, Austin ISD decided to continue their school day, sending a message to parents that the neighborhood was safe. Minutes later, APD sent out another message clarifying the shelter-in-place had not been lifted and police were still actively looking for the suspect.
I assume we're free to walk around and that the guy was apprehended. We left our house and walked to school, and we were maybe 100 yards from the school by the church over there, and some guy comes running over and says, "That's the guy, that's the shooter."
Nearly 1 hour later, the district sent a follow-up message to parents saying the shelter-in-place was still in effect, and later notifying them that shots were fired and the school had been placed on lockdown. According to a letter AISD sent to parents, the district learned at around 7 a.m. that APD's earlier message was wrong. By then, they say buses were already dropping off students. According to the letter, staff escorted students safely inside and kept them in secure areas until police gave further guidance. Parent Paul Nepper says he and his child were feet from the suspect and things could have ended worse than they started.
It just doesn't make sense to me that because some people left already, we're not going to tell all the other people, hey, maybe you should stay home. So I'm really angry because, as we said, it could have been a tragedy.
Parents say this hurt their trust in the district, and they are now demanding better protocols be put into place moving forward.
I don't trust them. How could I trust the district now? They didn't tell us that there was a shooter on the loose.
Learn from this because you're lucky you get the opportunity.
Austin ISD says it will conduct a full review of the incident and work with local partners to improve future response. And meanwhile, Police Chief Lisa Davis also says they plan to review what went wrong and why that message was incorrectly sent out. In studio, Brianna Perez, KVUE News.